So Kai Cenat finally responded to the NYC riot situation, and honestly, his response surprised me. So let's get right into it. So a little backstory on what this whole NYC riot controversy is. So Kai Cenat on stream said that he was going to do a live in-person giveaway with his viewers, like tens of thousands of viewers. He decided to do a fan meetup where he was going to be giving away PlayStation 5s as well as new gaming PCs, that kind of thing. He told his fans to come to this one place in New York so they could have a whole fan meetup. Now, unfortunately, Kai Cenat didn't really organize with the New York City at all, so there wasn't enough security, and a lot of his fans came. Some are even saying close to 10,000 people. Some are even saying maybe more than 10,000 people showed up for this whole fan meet. And so obviously there wasn't enough security or police officers to control like close to 10,000 of Kai Cenat's fans, and so probably a few hundred started going crazy and actually incited a riot. Literally, they were looting small stores, they were assaulting store owners, they were doing a bunch of crazy stuff. There was even a video shown of Kai Cenat's fans jumping on cars and breaking windows of cars, and so it got out of hand really fast. And then Kai Cenat was actually charged by the NYPD for inciting a riot, which is honestly insane. Now, thankfully, he's out of jail and lockup right now, and he's back to streaming. So after this whole event went down, he took about a week break from streaming, and he finally came back to stream to talk about the entire situation, and this response really surprised me. So let's just get right into it.
I started everything like this, bro. It has been my dream to want to give back to the community that made me who I am, bro. That's always been my whole, like, I feel like everybody can, whoever is in a big position could agree that wherever you come from, you want to give back to your community and you want to do nice things. You feel what I'm saying? But after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power but influence that I have on people.
So this first clip is honestly really interesting because I actually completely see his point. When he talks about, not understanding the influence and power he has, I completely get it. Now, obviously, a lot of people look at influencers in that kind of light, putting them on a pedestal and giving them more influence than they probably should have. However, I completely understand why someone like Kai, a Twitch streamer, wouldn't understand how many people would actually show up to his fan meetup. I mean, it's much different compared to, say, a celebrity where they're in movies and they go to red carpets and they already know a bunch of people are going to show up. But Kai Cenat is just as famous as some celebrities, and obviously he's doing it from the privacy of his own home. He's not really interacting with his fans in person, so I completely understand why he wouldn't really understand why this would have been such a problem. But only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose, and I completely understand why he would want to give back to his fans. I mean, I'd like to get to that point one time. I appreciate all the people that come back and watch my videos. Maybe if we get to that point sometime, I'll try to do a PS5 giveaway that won't incite a riot. Okay, but I completely understand what he's saying. Now, obviously, we mentioned in our initial video where we broke down the entire situation that we have seen this problem happen with influencers in the past. In particular, we mentioned like Tanacon as well as Logan Paul when he was visiting VidCon, I believe it was, where both these influencers didn't collaborate with the event's security, and so it turned violent and turned bad really quickly. And so I'd like to think that he would have learned from this, but maybe he doesn't know about these situations, or maybe he just didn't think that kind of thing would happen. So, and as much as I completely agree that Kai Cenat deserves some kind of punishment for this, like he says later in the video that New York City is apparently trying to charge him and maybe make him pay a fine. And I think if he paid a fine for the extra police and damage caused, I think most people would be completely fine by that. But what he says in this next clip is what surprised me.
I am beyond, bro, disappointed. Beyond disappointed in anybody who became destructive that day, bro. 100%, bro. That's not cool, man. None of that is cool, bro. You feel what I'm saying? After the things that I've seen, I'm beyond disappointed in the things that went on Friday. And I want people to know that none of that was my intention. You feel what I'm saying? None of that. I had good intentions for this whole thing. And none of that was my intentions, bro. Not only that, but I don't condone any of the things that went on that day. None of that is cool. I'm seeing random videos of people getting sturdy on people's cars. And I'm asking myself while I'm watching the video, why? Like, why?
So in this next clip, he pretty much denounces any of his fans that were there and causing trouble, and he actually takes like full responsibility for this. And that's what really surprised me about this whole situation in his response to it, because obviously this would be the proper response. You know, he's taking responsibility, even though the responsibility on him is kind of like 50-50. I mean, he wasn't the one doing crazy stuff, but he did ask thousands of his fans to come, and thousands of his fans did come, and then it got out of hand, and he didn't collaborate with New York City police and try to make sure this was like a controlled event. So yes, there is some blame for him in this entire situation. However, he takes full responsibility and completely denounces any of his fans that were assaulting people or looting, which is a good move, and it really shows the kind of guy that Kai Cenat is. I think he's a good guy. Some people are saying that he should go to prison, for a year or a couple of years. And keep in mind, there wasn't a ton of as far as I know, no one was seriously injured during this whole riot event, which is the most important thing. Obviously we talk about, in our last video, we talked about how one of these local like food vendor shops was like completely looted and someone hit him in the back of the head, and that's horrible. But you know what, he'll survive, thankfully. And then we also talked about, the cars getting destroyed, and that's all unfortunate. However, these are all, items and products that can be replaced, that kind of thing. And as much as, it sucks to see, no one actually got hurt. So I don't think Kai Cenat deserves to go to prison or be banned on any of his social medias. I think this was the proper event. He's taking responsibility. He's understanding what he did wasn't secure and it wasn't a safe enough environment to, have thousands of people come and it not be a problem. And he takes full responsibility, and this is a really good step for Kai Cenat. I think this next part of the clip is honestly really disturbing, because Kai Cenat actually mentions how it's either the media or maybe some of the fans, or maybe people that are upset with him for quote-unquote inciting the riot, allegedly inciting the riot. I don't know if I have to say allegedly, but yeah, apparently some of these people actually showed up to his family's house, which really bugs me. I completely understand if people are upset with Kai Cenat. Regardless if I don't think the riot situation was super terrible. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. However, it was bad. I can understand if you're upset with Kai Cenat, but do not go after this guy's family. This is honestly crazy. Just play the clip.
Whatever y'all said has been done. Okay, I understand it, but please, I beg y'all, bro. You feel me? Just leave my family out of it. You feel me? There is no reason why y'all are showing up to my mom's house with tinted windows, with a big ass camera in the back of y'all stuff, going into my mom's house and recording them. I can handle it. You feel what I'm saying? I can do whatever y'all want to say about me, whatever y'all want to do. I can take it to the chin. I can handle it. You feel what I'm saying? And I just don't want y'all to be going into my mom's house. She don't even live in New York, bro. You have to literally drive a couple, you feel me, just to get to her house. So I feel like that was kind of weird and stuff. So just please, I ask y'all gently and nicely, please do not involve my family members.
So yeah, he's actually saying in this clip that people are showing up to his mother's house. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, I completely understand. Like I said, if you're upset with the guy, be upset with him, send out your tweets, even call the New York City NYPD or whatever and say, you want charges and that kind of thing levied against Kai Cenat. I completely understand that, whether I agree with it or not, whatever. But going to this guy's mom's house and bothering, it sounds like people were also bothering his siblings and father, that kind of thing, is just completely unacceptable. Like, I think it's absolutely crazy that people are so upset over the situation that they're going to Kai Cenat's mom's house and being creepy and that kind of thing. It's just completely uncalled for. They should not be bringing Kai Cenat's family into this at all. And I think this is, it's really disgusting to see. And obviously when Kai Cenat decided to do this whole giveaway and whole fan meetup, not only did he not want a riot to happen, but obviously he didn't want something that started by doing a giveaway for his fans to turn out to his mom being harassed. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Y'all know, y'all have seen it. I'm being hit with multiple charges. Y'all know that already though. For me streaming, I might have to chill for a little bit due to the fact that, one, I got court dates that I gotta appear to. My first court date, this August 16th. That's my first court date. I got things that I actually have to, I have things that I actually have to handle. You feel me? I got charges and stuff like that, so I have to go to court and I have to handle a lot of things, and yeah, that's about it. I probably won't be. Y'all not gonna be seeing me for a little bit, and as a little bit, I mean like a little bit. It's not gonna be no long, bro. It's not gonna be nothing long.
Yeah, and this next part, he actually does confirm that charges have been levied against him by the NYPD, which, I mean, I think we all kind of saw this coming. It did happen because he decided to do the meetup, and he pretty much says that, he'll be doing a court date on August 16th, which is in about 2 days, and so hopefully that goes well for him. I'm sure he has plenty of money to hire, a really good lawyer, and I don't think Kai Cenat will be going through any jail time. However, I could 100% see him paying a considerable fine. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the personal and private damage, isn't very expensive for Kai Cenat. Obviously you could probably charge it, but the big cost probably comes from all the extra police from the NYPD that needed to be called in for that. And then, you know what, honestly, I could easily see Kai Cenat being fined within the hundreds of thousands of dollars, which would, it would set a new precedent for influencers and people trying to do meetups, whether, they're influencers or celebrities, that this is not okay, and if you do it improperly, you're going to pay the price. So this whole situation looks like it's finally come to an end. However, if there's any other updates, we'll actually make an update video here on the channel. These are just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. The other week we made a video about how Hassan Piker actually had the worst opinion about the whole Kai Cenat riot situation. This video was honestly infuriating to make. You should click here to watch it now.